And so let's just start by crossing our legs. If you're not comfortable cross-legged, if your hips are a bit tight, just at this point, then feel free to sit any way you like at all. Can you open up your shoulders and turn your palms up? Grow tall out of the top of your head. And let's just think about the breathing. So we're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose if we can. Now I'm a bit blocked up, so I might breathe through my mouth, but if you can breathe in through your nose and out through your nose, please do. And close your eyes if you wish and focus on your breathing. Keeping the spine long. Be aware of your bum bones on the mat. Slightly nodding the chin and lengthening through the back of the neck. And as you just breathe naturally, can you turn your head over your right side and come through center, please. Inhale to center and exhale to the left side. Be aware of your range of movement. Keep moving gently for me, please. Staying up on those sit bones. Chin is slightly nodded. There is lengthening at the back of the neck. This is our last one. Good. Holding in the center. Please stay facing me. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see my posture. Turn your hands over onto your knees. Can you tuck your pelvis under? Roll from your bum bones onto your tailbone. Head is down, looking towards the navel. Lengthen up through the spine. Breathe in through the nose, open the chest. Breathe out and scoop the pelvis. Drop the head, round the shoulders. Let's keep this moving at our own pace. Slowly from the bottom to the top of the spine. Guys, as you lengthen up, if you can take your eye gaze up and just stretch down the front of the neck, please do. If that gives you any neck pain, then obviously don't do it. One more time. Lengthening through the spine, lengthening through the neck if you can, and then just coming to chin parallel to the floor. Let's take the right hand down and the left arm up. Eyes follow hand, we inhale. Exhale, come back. Reach up. Come across, eyes follow hand. Hold. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let's have one more each side. Lengthening first. Reaching diagonally across to the corner of the ceiling. Inhaling. Exhaling, coming up. And last one. Lengthen. Across we come. Inhale. And exhale. Bring the arm down. Lovely. Take both legs out in front of you and just give them a shake there for me. Good. Stay facing forward and coming round so hopefully you can see me. Can you just rotate your ankles for me? You might actually see it better from this way. So they roll out and round, point the toes and then flex the feet. Rotate out, point the toes, then flex the feet. Try if you can to rotate from your hips, not just the ankles. Good. Just one more time. Good. Change direction. Circle out with pointed toes. Flex the feet, come up to center. Point the toes. Circle out. Flex the feet. Come on back. 2 more. So mobilizing the ankles and the hips. 1 more time, please. And then sit tall. Let's do the same with the wrists. Just circle them round. Ready for when we come weight bearing? For our sun salutation, please circle the other way. And then if you can, please take your hands behind you, fingers pointing towards your bottom. Come on back into extension. Open your chest, poke your chin up if that feels comfortable. Let's hold here and take 2 slow breaths. And relax, lovely. Transfer the weight off the hands. Guys, we're going to come on down onto our back. Bend your knees, please. Get something for your head if you like. I'm going to use a head block. And then support yourself as you roll down slowly. So pop your feet and knees together. Take your arms out chest height. Palms are facing upwards. Let's roll slowly. Roll over to the right and try to stay there. Keep your ankles together. The whole of your left foot should have left to the floor. Turn your head to the left. Holding here for 2 slow breaths. Drawing down on the tummy, coming back on an out breath. Rotating, drop the knees to the left, ankles stay together. Turn your head to the right. Holding here for 2 slow, deep breaths. Good. Coming up to center. Can you bring your right knee in? Hold the shin. Draw a circle outwards with that leg. Guys, if you don't need to hold the leg, put both hands on the floor. Continue to draw a circle with the knee on the ceiling. Change direction, please. So remember, we are just mobilizing, not working too hard just yet. Waking up the joints and the muscles. Take that foot to the floor. Pick up your left knee. Pull your tummy in. Hold if you need to for support. Start to draw a slow circle. Doesn't matter which direction. We will change and go the other way shortly. 2 more here. Keep your pelvis still. If you want to put your fingertips on your hip bones, you can do. Let's put the brakes on and go the other way. Coming into your last circle, please. Let's bring both knees into the chest. Let's draw a circle with the pelvis. Hug your knees quite close to your chest if you can, so your bottom lifts off the floor. And the other way, slow circle, lifting the bum if you can, bringing the knees to the chest. Just try to get off me squeaky floorboard. Guys, coming to the center and holding there. Can you nod your chin? Can you roll up, hold, forehead to knees? Just breathe there, releasing the upper back. Bring the head down, release. Let's try that again. Roll up slowly, forehead to knees, hugging the shins. Breathing shallow here because the lungs are restricted. And then dropping the head, dropping the feet. Let's open everything out. soles of the feet together. Butterfly knees, open the feet. Can you place your hands on your rib cage? Close your eyes if you wish and focus on the lateral breathing. Feel the rib cage expand under the hands as you breathe in. Feel the rib cage soften down as you breathe out. Let's keep this moving slowly in your own time. So guys, don't worry what I'm doing, just breathe naturally. I'm just taking a look at you. If you can move your hands down to your lower abdominals now and think about the abdominal breath. Feel the lower abdominals rising and falling, drawing the belly button towards the backbone. You can bring your knees up if it started to get uncomfortable there. So we want to connect the lateral breathing that's happening through the rib cage with the abdominal breathing, pulling the belly button towards the backbone. And lastly, the pelvic floor. So on your next in-breath, expand your rib cage. On your next out-breath, soften down your ribs, pull your belly button in, draw up on your pelvic floor. Everything relaxes as you breathe in, but don't push away. Inhale. Exhale, soften down the ribs, pull the belly button in, draw the pelvic floor up. Everything relaxes as you breathe in. This is your last one. As you exhale, soften your ribs. Draw down on your belly button, draw up on your pelvic floor. And relax, well done. Take your hands to the floor. Open your chest and arms out to the side. Take your feet the full width of the mat. Let's roll the knees slowly from right to left, allowing the top leg to drop through the center and rotate internally. So the buttock will lift, the lower back will lift, the shoulders and most of the rib cage will stay down. Breathing gently as you go. Let's finish with a hip roll to the left. From there, please come to center. And then roll onto one side and slowly over onto all fours. Guys, let's continue to release the spine once we're here. So hands are under shoulders, knees are under hips. Pelvic tilt, rounding the spine slowly. Rolling through the upper back and the neck, looking through the legs. Cat stretch here. Start again from the pelvis. Arch the lower back. Mid back, upper back, lift head. Look forward if it doesn't hurt the neck. So continue to roll through cat-cow in your own time, please. Breathing slowly as you go. Exhaling on the flexion. Include your neck if you can. Inhaling on extension. Keep that moving slowly for me, please. Please find your neutral spine. Tuck your toes under and come into downward dog. So we are pressing the heels towards the floor, transferring the weight back. The heels do not have to be in contact with the floor. You'll possibly have a better stretch if your heels are off the floor. Please push your chest towards your thighs. So your ears are by the side of your biceps. And just breathe into that downward dog. Good. So we're going to modify our first set. Can you transfer your weight forward into plank and lower to your knees? Release your toes. Come all the way down to the floor, chest first. And hips. Come on into upward dog or cobra. Squeeze the glutes. Looking straight ahead, inhale. Exhale, come all the way down to your mat. Tuck your toes under. Press back onto your knees. Come up into downward dog and hold. Good, so a couple of breaths here. Adjust your position if it doesn't feel quite right. Guys, with your right leg, lift it up. That can be bent or straight. We are going to pull it through and bring it near the hands. Now, you want it in between your hands. You might need to physically put yourself there until you get the flexibility to be able to swing through. So hold here, please. Take a breath in. On your out breath, step your left foot to the side of your right foot and hold here. Head is down. Guys, palms to the floor with bent knees if you can. If that is uncomfortable, please put your hands on your thighs. Coming up, I'm just going to move back so you can see me, with hands on knees and extending your spine. Holding here, flat back. Inhale. Exhale, unroll. We should be at the front of our mat. So can we now come to the front of the mat if we're not there already? Guys, bring your thumbs in your breastbone and just hold there. Focus on the breath, connect into the glutes. I'm just going to adjust the camera so it can pick me up in standing. Lovely. Guys, coming into extended Tadasana. Push your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Eye gaze follows hand. Hold it here. Breathe in. As you breathe out, arms come out to the side. Can we come into forward fold again? Hands on thighs, knees bent. Long spine. Your eye gaze is to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, roll down, palms to the floor. Knees bent. Head down, looking through the legs. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, step back on your left foot. Hands are either side of the right foot. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale, step back on your left foot. Come into downward dog. Transfer the weight back. Press through the palms, press the heels towards the floor. Coming forward into full plank or modified plank is on your knees. Slowly lowering to the floor. Drop to your knees first if you need to. Release your toes. Coming up into upward dog or cobra. Inhaling. Exhaling, toes under, pulling back into downward dog. Holding there. Good. Adjust your position if it doesn't feel right. I feel like my hands need to come further back. Guys, can you bend that left knee? Stretch the leg up. And then swing it through through the hands and hold it there. If you're not quite there, adjust yourself until your foot is between your hands. Inhale. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Hold. Bring the hands to the knees and extend the spine. Long spine here. Inhale. Exhale, pelvic tilt. Unroll. Thumbs in the breastbone, in the heart center. Lovely, we're nearly there. Stretching up, extended Tadasana, look up. Inhale. Exhale, stay there. Inhale. Exhale, arms come out, guys. Forward fold if you can. Bend your knees. Hands on the knees. Long spine. Inhale. Exhale, relax down. Bring your palms to the floor. Hold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step back on your right foot. And hold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step back on your left foot. And hold. Press your heels down. Press your chest. Adjust your position if you want to. Good. Coming slowly to the floor, dropping to the knees, and just pulling back into child's pose. Well done, guys. Heads on hands. So just holding there. Breathing into the back of the rib cage. If you're able to put your big toes together and take your knees out to the corners of the mat, the edges of the mat, go there. So your legs are in a diamond shape. Feet together, knees out, and then come down. If that's not comfortable on your hips, that's fine. You don't have to go there. You can stay with your knees forward. Push your bottom towards your heels. Just breathe into that stretch. Can we extend both arms forwards? Head to the mat if you can. Sinking into the mat, pressing your chest and your armpits towards the floor, pushing your bottom back towards your heels. If you can, if there's no knee pain. 2 slow breaths here. Walk your hands slowly to the side of your knees. Uncurl your spine. Lovely. Rising up onto your knees, guys. Bring your pelvis into neutral. Just bring your arms across the chest. Let's just rotate the spine slowly right and left. Get some mobility into your upper back there. We are going to come into our limbering lunge next. So a couple more rotations. Super. Come center. Thumbs in the breastbone in your heart center. If you need to use your hands to help you get into position, please do. I'm going to bring my right leg in front. So if you need to use your hands to manipulate yourself around there, do. Get there any way you can. Then lengthen up your spine. It's important that your foot is quite forward of your knee because we're going to maintain this neutral spine and limber forward so the knee is over the ankle, and then pull back. Inhale here. Exhale, press. Inhale, come back. So just starting to limber and open the hip. If you feel you could take your front foot further forward, please do. But if you feel like your knee is coming into the correct alignment over your ankle, you are where you need to be. Come forward and hold, guys. Tuck the pelvis, feel the stretch through the hip, extending up. Change your eye gaze, look up towards your fingertips. Small back bend into the upper back. If it's not too stressful on your spine, otherwise staying in neutral. Breathing slowly through the stretch. 2 more breaths. Can you sink a little deeper? Bring your thumbs to your heart center. Transfer your weight back. Good. If you need to put your hands on your legs to change, that's fine. Get the foot quite forward of the knee. Tuck the pelvis. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to sink. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, sink. So we're just maintaining a neutral spine to start. So I feel like my foot probably wants to go a little bit further forwards. I'm going to hold this next one. Hold. So as we're holding the stretch, we should feel the hip releasing. We're breathing slowly and steadily. If you can take your arms and shoulders into extension, do. If you can look up towards the ceiling, get a little bit more extension. And if you can take your arms back by your ears and come into a small back bend, please do. Holding that posture for me, guys. I'm just coming to look at you. Please hold the posture. Breathing slow and steady. Lovely. Well done. Not stressing the back out too much with that back bend. Take one more breath. Slowly come back to neutral with your spine. Thumbs into your breastbone. And then bring your knees side by side. Take your knees to the corners of the mat, feet together, and come on back down. That might be head on hands or arms extended. So whichever of those positions feel good for you, you're going to hold it there and breathe into the stretch. So your hips have just been in extension and now they need to be in flexion. Breathe into the back of your rib cage, please. Bum towards the feet. Let's uncurl slowly from here. Support your body weight. And roll up. Super. Come on down onto your bottom, please. Let's go back to the hip roll that we did on our back before. Can you just take your feet wide with your knees bent? Bring your hands behind you and just roll the knees from right to left slowly. Good. Coming to center, sit up. So let's come to our Lord of the Fishes. We're going to extend the right leg. We're going to hold the left shin. We're going to lengthen up the spine. I'll turn slightly to the side so you can see my posture. I'm going to cross this leg over. I'm going to wrap the opposite arm around it and pull. So I'll come back around now so you can see what's happening this side. My spine is long. I'm stretching down the outside of this thigh. Try not to cave in. Up on the bum bones. Guys, if you can, take this hand behind you and rotate through your shoulders, your upper spine, and your neck. Let's just take a couple of breaths here. If there are no shoulder issues, can you take this right arm, palm up, elbow across knee, and then deepen your rotation. Can you take your left hand further round on the floor behind you? Take some slow breaths here. Last breath. And relax. Super. Guys, cross your legs. Come forward. Elbows, maybe head to floor. Release the lower back. uncurl. And let's set that up on the other side. So extending my left leg, hugging my right leg, lengthening up my spine, and then crossing over. So already you should feel a stretch here. Opposite arm hugs the leg. We rotate the spine, hand comes down. We lengthen up, we look over the shoulder. Let's just breathe into this stretch for a couple of breaths. And your hips may not feel the same from right to left. If you're happy to stay there, please stay there. If you want to develop the stretch, ease off, palm goes up and across. Use your elbow as a lever and then lengthen and turn further round behind you. So adjust your left hand so it comes, your right hand, so it can go further behind you. Holding here. Slow breaths. Last breath, and then release, come around. Well done. Cross the legs forward, fold to release. Uncurling your spine. Good. So we've just done rotation. Let's now have a look at flexion and extension of the spine. So our legs are out in front, our feet are flexed. So we're going to do our intense forward fold. Now it doesn't have to be intense, it depends how your back feels. Lengthen up, inhale. Exhale, fold from your hip as far as you can. Then fold from your waist. Hold your feet or your legs or put your hands on the mat. Head is down from the base of your spine. Use your hands if you like. Roll back up. So make sure you modify this if there is back pain. Up extension, inhale. Exhale, tip from the hip. So keep reaching, then bend from the waist. I'm going to hold my feet. You can be anywhere you like. Head is down. Stay there. You need to focus on breathing into the back of your rib cage because the front of the rib cage is restricted. On your next out breath, roll up slowly, with support of your hands if you need it. Let's come into extension. Hands behind you, fingers towards the bottom. Transfer weight back, open the chest. You can stay there or you can squeeze into your glutes. Lift your hips up. Hold. Breathing through it. One more breath here. Come on down slowly. Transfer the weight onto the bum bones. Up through the shoulders, inhale. Tip from the hip, keep lengthening. Then round from the waist. Drop the head, holding the feet or legs. Try to get a little bit of resistance as you stretch. Focus your breath into the back of the rib cage, around the bra strap. Start to uncurl slowly with support if you need it. Reverse the posture into extension. Transfer the weight back. Now you'll still have a big open posture through your chest. You don't have to lift, but if you can squeeze your glutes and lift, then we'll add some strength to that extension. 3 breaths. Coming down slowly. Transferring the weight. Guys, one more time. Let's extend the shoulders. Breathe in. Tip from the hip, exhale. Hold, hold, hold. Bend from the waist. Hold the feet or the ankles. Stay where you are if you can. Breathe into the back of the rib cage. Expand around the back, please. Uncurling slowly. Coming back into extension. This time we're not lifting. Let's just relax in extension. Open the chest, poke the chin up if you can. One more breath in. And breathe out. Come forward. Brill, guys, just hug those knees in. Forehead to knees. And release. Super. Let's have a look at Pigeon Pose. So take your feet apart. Drop your knees to the right side so your knee comes to your foot. So that's your first position. Get the knee to the floor if you can. And then lift your bottom and come forward over this shin. So coming into a forward fold. So we're not there just yet. Guys, if you want to adjust your feet forwards, backwards, please do. Lift up the head and shoulders. So to really get into this posture, take the right foot a little bit further forward if you can. Keep the knee bent. Extend your left leg, pick up your hips and come forward. Now that's quite a hard position to get into and also for me to explain. So hopefully your hips are square to the floor, your buttocks are maybe lifted. If you're flexible, they may be down, but your head is on the hands and you've got body weight into your arms. Guys, it might feel good just to gently rock your hips from right to left. If it feels good to rock the hips from right to left, please do. If it feels better to hold, that's fine. If you need to adjust your knees or your hips for comfort, please do. Guys, when you're ready, come off your elbows onto your hands. Lift your chest up, drop your hip down and come around. Give your legs a shake. Let's have a look at that on the other side. So feet are apart and knees are bent. We roll across, get this knee to the floor. And then just coming forward to see how the hips feel on this side. So I'm lining my shoulders up with my foot and my knee. One elbow is by my knee, one elbow is by my foot, and my head comes down. And hopefully that is fairly even. It may not be. If there is a hip, a knee, or a back issue, get yourself to where you feel comfortable, guys. Coming onto your hands, slide the back leg away. Lift the pelvis. And so I've now got my hip by my foot. You can adjust the foot if you want to. Come back to your elbows. So one elbow level with the foot, one elbow level with the knee, head down. So I want you to relax as much as you can into that posture. That's the best way to stretch. If it feels good to gently rock your hips from right to left, please do. You might find you've got a particularly tight spot on one side or the other. Work into it. Keep the weight of the upper body into the arms. In your own time, coming onto your hands and off your elbows. Dropping onto the buttock and coming round. Hug those knees in, please. And release. Super, guys. In your own time, come and lie down on your back. Get some head support if you want it. And let's just come back to where we were before with our feet together and our arms out to the side. Palms facing the ceiling, shoulders relaxed. Just give me slow hip rolls from right to left. So let's just make this one continuous flow. Breathing in to drop and out to lift. And then moving the other way. Breathing in to drop and out to lift. Keep that moving slowly, please. Just going to come off that floorboard. Come on back into center. Can you slide your legs out straight along the mat? So a small arch will come into your back. You'll come into your own neutral spine. With your hands down by the side of your body, can you float your arms all the way up over your head and inhale. Exhale and come back. Close your eyes if you can. Focus on connecting the movement with the breath. Inhaling to slowly float. Exhaling to come back. One last time. Once your hands are on the floor at the side of your legs, bend your knees in, please. Guys, taking these two fingers next to your thumb, hook them around your right big toe. So right hand, right big toe. Can you push your knee down towards your armpit so you get a stretch on your inner thigh and groin? Just hold it there. If you're able to extend your leg over towards that right shoulder, please do. So not a hamstring stretch, more over and out to the side. You will feel it in your hamstring. but you should also feel it in your inner thigh. Bend that knee. Take the toe to the floor. Release, change sides. 2 fingers, left toe. Push the knee towards the armpit. Open the hip. Just breathing into the stretch there, releasing into the groin. Option to extend the leg, doesn't have to fully straighten, but if it feels good you can. You're taking it to the corner of the room. Guys, bend that knee. Can you pick the other leg back up to meet it? Pull down on the toes. Get your elbows on the insides of your thighs. And then if it feels good to sway right and left or rock backwards and forwards, please do. Otherwise, just hold. Happy baby pose. Hold it there. For those of you that feel comfortable stretching your legs in that position, please do. It may pull on your back, it may be too intense. So straight or bent, the bum is probably lifted off the floor, and that is fine if there is no discomfort. Please bend your knees. Bring your legs in and give them a hug. Well done. Draw a circle into your lower back. Change direction. And then place your feet gently on the floor, knees bent. Let your knees drop in so they are together. So we've got internal rotation. Hands on the rib cage, close your eyes. Guys, just revisit your breathing. Stay where you are. Eyes are closed. Feel the rib cage rise and fall. Feel the abdominals rise and fall. Feel that gentle drawing up on the pelvic floor. Be aware of your head heavy on the mat, your shoulders relaxed, the backs of your ribs, the backs of your pelvis, all nice and heavy on the mat. Give me one last slow breath. Slowly roll over onto the side of your body. And in your own time, bring yourself back up to the seated position. Cross your legs and sit tall. Let's take the right hand down. Let's just wake the body back up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come to center, arms across the chest. Inhale. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, center. Super. Exhale, thumbs to breastbone. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come down. And namaste. Well done, guys. Thank you very much indeed.